Hey, what's going on, guys? OGnick for guys another video, and today, guys, I'm bringing you guys my Sentry Call build. This is mainly for PvE, guys. I usually bring a lot of PvP content out to you guys and a lot of builds for that also work in PvE. But this is my first build that really strictly go towards PvE. You can solo missions with this. I've soloed the Lincoln Tunnel. I've soloed Lexington, and I got Queen Tunnel, and I've worked on the Russian console a little bit. L and B are definitely harder to use on this build, just due to the sheer damage they do. But this build is absolutely amazing. I one-shot most enemies, two-shot others, and for the big guys like Rorks and the big heavies with the bags on them, I usually three-shot them, 3 to 4 shots, depending if I hit armor on them or not. So, let's get on to it. I'm rocking 9,000 firearms on the dot, 253k toughness, and 100 AK skill power here, guys. I've got Carbine, Super 90, 4-piece Sentry, Reckless, and Specialized here, guys. Now, as far as my Reckless chest piece, 1911 armor. We've got a roll of firearms on here as well. 16k health, 5% enemy armor damage, and 47% ammo capacity. Pretty good vest here. It came with, I believe, protection from elites, and I didn't feel like that was necessary to have on there. So I decided to re-roll it for more health. Because I didn't want to be as weak as possible. I didn't want to be as weak, apparently. What I'm trying to say. And for my mods, on every mod here, I have a 207 firearms with 3% damage to elites. I would have liked enemy armor damage, but these work just as well. And it basically gives me 15% more damage to elites because I have it on everything. So it's pretty nice to have them on here. And it gives you even more damage towards elites to get through them quicker. As far as my bag, it's a specialized bag. I was thinking about running Savage. It's just I don't have Savage gloves that have marksman rifle damage, critical hit damage, or chance. One or the other, I don't really care. And enemy armor damage. Mainly those two are the big ones, marksman rifle damage and enemy armor damage. But I do not have it. Savage gloves with that, so I'm looking for those. And as far as my bag, though, I've got a specialized bag, so I got a little bit better of a heal. And I got firearm roll on here with 13k health, 51% ammo capacity. The roll was barely 1,200 firearms. I wanted to up it a little bit more. So that's what I did there. And again, mod of firearms and damage to elites. And I got a self-heal and an ally heal to help not only myself but my teammates out a little bit as much as I can. Now, if I am with a group and I am the one using the pulse, because we got skill builds running other stuff, I can put on a pulse critical hit stuff. But usually I run that. As far as my gloves, I've got a 962 armored gloves with 41, almost 4,200 marksman rifle damage, critical hit chance of 5%, and 8% enemy armor damage with 1148 firearms. This is by far the weakest piece of my build right now. My gloves could be a lot better. I wish they had more firearms, and then these would be perfect. But at the moment, I do not have more firearms enough to put into it, so this is kind of what I'm rocking for now. And it works, though, so never gets the job done with the 8% enemy armor damage, too. As far as the mask, I got 990 armor roll on here. We got firearm roll with 8% enemy armor damage, 10% damage to elites. Everything's maxed here except the damage to elites. That's a 1% away, and the main stat's a little low too, comparative to the main stat. And again, 207 firearms, 3% damage to elites on here on the mod as well. The Sentry Call knee pads, 1562 armor with firearm rolled, 3.5% enemy armor damage, 29% disorient resistance, 13% damage to elites, and 29% burn resistance. I like burn resistance because it's good against cleaners, and it's going to help you out a lot when it comes to PvE in that sense, since I am running a little bit low toughness. So it's going to come out be really useful. And again, I got 6% self-heal and 3% damage to elites firearm on here as well. And finally, the holster, 900 armor, 1245 firearms, 1265 stamina, 1268 electronics, with an 8k health roll on here. And again, on here, I have a 6% ally heal. Very good holster here, guys. Gets everything I need done. Very good rolls here. And this is probably one of the stronger pieces because everything's 1245 plus. So, couldn't complain there. Now, as far as the weapons, I'm still working a little bit on here. 162% headshot damage, 168k at base, brutal, competent, and ferocious. This is the build I was using with my Deadeye. Not my Deadeye. I had Deadly on where brutal is now, and it was nice, but it wasn't really working. And I had rolled Deadly onto it, so I couldn't change it. So I just changed that for brutal because it was more useful. So I'm kind of stuck with this. I am looking for a sniper though with the same thing with ferocious, that brutal, and unforgiving, because I am going to be getting hit a lot and have a little bit lower health. But I do kind of want to run something like this to take advantage of it. As far as attachments, 18% headshot damage, 4% critical hit damage, and 2.5% stability on the optic. The muzzle, 18.5% headshot damage, 4% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance. It's an Omega rifle suppressor. And then my camo is Spectrum. It is sexy. Just want to point that out. I got 229 shotgun. Yes, it's 229, but it is amazing. It has 131k damage, 286.5% stagger. It has deadly, responsive, ferocious. That's why I'm using it. It's mainly because of ferocious. And it had deadly and responsive on it, so pretty nice here. I do want to reroll responsive again, try to get brutal, because I feel like it'd be more useful, a little more damage. But it works really well, and especially with Strike Sentry, I'm going to be able to get stacks like that too. I got mag size of 109%, 4% critical hit damage, 5% reload speed. On the optic, 19% critical hit damage, 2.5% stability, 5.5% headshot damage. And the underbarrel, 12% stability, 4.5% reload speed, and 4% critical hit damage. That's what I'm rocking as weapons. Sometimes I do rock my AK. My AK has decent talents, but I usually use it because it hits really hard. But right now, that's not what I'm using. So again, I got my pistol here. Cool-headed, toxic, works kind of well. Doesn't really use it too much here. But if I do want to just quickly take out an enemy, like a Rourke or something, hit him 3 times with this, switch to my sniper, and drop him in one shot. That's what I can do. As far as skills, I always use Overheal, personally. Unless I have a guy on my team who's using defib, then I'll switch to booster. But I kind of use Overheal if I'm soloing, because it gives you a lot more health. It gives me about 40k more. So it's kind of what I use there. And my next talent, or like my next skill, I use Pulse, because it gives me really nice critical hit chance, critical hit damage on top of what I already have. And so it kind of helps me out a little bit there. I can use other stuff too. Again, it just kind of depends on what my group's using at the time, if I'm in a group. So kind of depends there. And as far as this stuff, again, it really depends on what I'm doing here. I like to run Combat Medic due to the fact that it's just the best talent in the game right now. Then I like Precision because if my pulse is down for whatever reason, I can just use Precision, get pulse automatically like that. I like Steady Hands as well, because Steady Hands, you're going to be sniping a lot, so being able to go in and out of cover and get 25% less recoil is really nice to just land shot after shot after shot. It's also what I use on my Deadeye. And Triage, I interchange with One is None. Kind of depends on if I'm in a group or not. If I'm in a group, Triage. If I'm not, I use One and None. It is nice to have with a group too. It's just I like Triage a little better, get my heals back, pulse back a little quicker, stuff like that. So it kind of helps me out a lot there. And as probably the biggest part of this build is the stat wise. I got 110 headshot damage. I believe, yeah, that's on my shotgun. Let me pull out my sniper here. 221% headshot damage, 33% critical hit damage. I've got a real time of 4.2 seconds. Kind of sucks, but it's whatever. I got 48% damage to elites, 24.5% enemy armor damage as well. So these are the big numbers, guys. These are what lets me pretty much kill anything. If it's like a normal NPC where it's, they're usually weaker and they don't do a whole lot of damage, just normal grunts, elite grunts, I one-shot them. If it's the tankier ones, it takes me 2 shots. And if it's like the Rourkes or the big heavies, it takes me about 3, depending if I'm hitting the head and not getting the effect of like the hitting the blue because of the armor. And I hit their bags once and then it goes off too, so it's really nice to have. And yeah, so that's kind of the build right now, guys. I hit for over 1 million as well on the first shot usually, so it stacks up from there. Really insane, guys. This is probably one of my favorite builds for PvE now. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I put this together today, this morning, during my stream. Played around with it and I love it. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think of this build, what you think of the video, and what I can do to improve this, and what you guys also think of where the channel is going. We've got a lot of stuff in the works right now on the back burner that I'm working on, guys. I'm trying to give you guys as much content as possible here. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Hopefully this is a build that is kind of different from what you kind of usually see. I don't know how many other Sentry builds are out like this. Yeah, guys, so try and make this build yourself. It's really fun, really strong. Don't let the 253k toughness scare you. Trust me, I've run less than this, where I literally use no health on anything. You just have to get used to it and just understand that, yeah, you will get melted if you try to go face to face against an NPC. But if you're taking shots far away, you're fine. You're not going to die quickly. Especially if you're in a group, you're fine. You're not going to have any problems whatsoever. So this is the build, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, you could use some tweaking, maybe a little bit more min-maxing, get destructive possibly. if I can unlock the toughness for it, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do or not. That's the one reason I'm not using destructive, guys, because I don't know if I want to use the toughness for it. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. So yeah, have a good day. Have a great weekend upcoming, guys. Happy 1-year anniversary, guys, to the Division game. I know it happened the other day, but just wanted to say congratulations to them, guys. Year 2 is on this way, so I might do a video covering that. But exciting news, guys. Try to get hyped up for that. So yeah, I'm TheRealOGnick, and I'm out. Peace.